In my last video, I talked about what I eat in a day. And you probably want to see that video first. However, there's more to it than just what you eat. The second part of the equation is how to burn all that food. I exercise some 5, 6, sometimes 7 times a week. What that means is not that I go crazy all out every day, but after a hard exercise on my recovery day, I still do something rather than sit on the couch. What you do for exercise, how much of it, and how hard should depend on your goals. If you want to look like an athlete, maybe you should be on a different channel. Athletes look like athletes for a reason. They train like athletes, they eat like athletes, and live like athletes. And if they're pros, they get paid for that. Also, some of those Hollywood stars get into that top shape pretty fast. But likewise, they get paid millions to do it. Now, why would you do it? Last time I checked, I had no invitation for the Olympics and no pending movie deals, so I only take it so far. So, let's just suppose you're regular Joe who doesn't want to carry around 20 extra pounds worth of gut and still wants to enjoy food. The good news is, it's possible. However, the more you educate yourself about nutrition and exercise, the less of your effort will go to waste. In my case, I don't go to gym. I canceled my membership some 6, 7 years ago. Not because I don't like it, it's just not time efficient for me. And some of those gyms charge you an obscene amount of money that can be spent better elsewhere. So, next good news is, results are achievable without going to gym, but you're still going to need commitment and consistency, because without it, you're setting yourself up to failure. So, what should you do? If you can, get a personal trainer. I don't have one. I'm my own trainer. If you don't have one either, my best 2 cents is, do what you like, because that's going to help you stay consistent. But constantly educate yourself about what you're doing, because otherwise you can end up with poor results and worse, injuries. For cardio, I do intermittent sprinting and walking. I don't do slow, long-distance running. I just wasn't born for that. I get bored. I like long walks, even less so. But don't underestimate walking as a powerful tool for getting fit. Any amount of walking is better than none. And long walks will still burn quite some calories while not leaving you exhausted. Just keep in mind that Cristiano Ronaldo didn't get those abs by walking, if that's your goal. Should it be your goal? I don't know, but consider it took Ronaldo 20 years to get where he is today. And Ronaldo isn't just an athlete, he's one of the world's top athletes. And he most definitely doesn't eat all that stuff that I eat in my videos. That brings us to the next point. Help yourself by setting some realistic goals. We know where Ronaldo got his six-pack from, but the media is full of images of men with six-packs. If one of those is on your wish list, keep in mind that what you see is not always what you get. First, consider your age. If you're 50, you're not gonna look like you're 20. What you can do is get your hormones checked, so at least you're not below the average for your age. There are several other things to consider. Even if you're 20 and a professional bodybuilder, it's unsustainable to keep extremely low body fat all year long. Those guys train all year, but they get their abs in the top shape only for the competition. So don't drive yourself crazy over that. Also, don't believe everything you see on the internet. There's a whole range of funky substances available to enhance your physique. Special lighting, angles, photography tricks, retouching, and so on. So, relax. Even if your goal is not to look like the next Ronaldo, for some serious results, you're still gonna do some serious training. If you don't like resistance training, maybe it's time you start liking it. That's what we're built for, not for pushing buttons. There are thousands of ways to resistance train, so I'm sure there must be something you're gonna like. In my case, I don't lift heavy, and I've never lifted a barbell in my life. I'm not saying lifting heavy is bad for you. I just choose not to go easy on my joints and tendons. If you want to train, you'll train. You don't even need any special equipment to do it. I use anything. Grab the branch off the tree for pull-ups, jump on things for quads, and so on.
Can you get to the point? Do you actually eat all that food in your videos or not?
So yes, I definitely eat all that stuff. And so can you. Buon appetito.